a mint that you eat, which is all sugar, lasts for about 10 minutes, if you're lucky. Joy is doing hers. Doctor, we put them in our mouth, we swish them around for 60 seconds, and then the thing that will kind of play with your mind a little bit.
On the notorious down pillow, and you sleep on that. Her neck now is bent down, it just collapses. There's no support there, and she's going to be flip-flopping all night like a guppy. She's going to be using her arm, and if you can lift up your head.
Yeah.
And then we have the fiber fill. Is just the opposite. That will spring back. That's going to push her neck upwards.
That's too much support.
And it's too much. It's kind of like the Three Little Bears.
Yeah. Yours is the porridge.
Right, exactly.
Goldilocks.
Yeah, Goldilocks, yeah. And then we have the memory foam. Now this one, you can see this one's getting dirty from our demos we've done. And, you know, that's the nice thing about my pillow. You can wash it dry. But that curve, we don't all fit that curve. And all our necks are different. We're all different sizes. Even if she fit this curve for her sleeping on her back, it wouldn't work on her side because she would need more support.
Gotcha.
And this one here, she's going to be flipping to the other side. Memory foam tends to get hot.
Okay.
And now with my pillow, you get the best of both worlds. We can take it. She can go on her side here or pick any sleep position, and she'll adjust it just like and mold it to exactly what she needs. And it's gonna. The nice thing about my pillow.
Cozy?
This is really cozy.
Comfy.
Wherever you set it, it stays there all night. So wherever you move that, and it's not going to go flat. So she's going to get the exact support she needs, that Joy needs for herself, or that you need, or I need. Whoever sleeps on this pillow, wherever you move it, and you're first comfortable, and it stays that way. That's the beauty of it. And you're not flipping it over because of the airflow to that other side of the pillow.
So that's what you've done with your patent with this. I love it. What were you doing before you invented this? I've always wanted to ask you that.
I was in a restaurant business and bars.
Really?
Yeah. And I didn't get a lot of sleep because I owned 3 or 4 of them.
Okay.
And
so because you
gets better and better and better because of the treatment in it. It gets silkier. You get more richness in your hair. You get more depth in your hair. You get more shine in your hair. You've seen Joy on with me for 8 years. The difference in her hair now, why it's so rich in color, why it's so silky shiny, is all of them. We use the mousse on them now. You've known it for the last 8 years, but it looks even better now. Why? The mousse. Ever since we brought the mousse, they're
shea butter, avocado butter, things that are really nourishing to the lip. We also put zinc and copper in there, so minerals that are known to help with smoothing. That's what gives us our clinical study, clinically proven to boost hydration and improve lip texture. Our lips age too, you guys. I want you to sweep right on the apple of the cheek and up towards the temple.
And which color are you using on her?
You need to do. So she's in the Turn On, which is that brand new. Joy loves these bright pink colors.
Well, seriously, can you hold that next to her cheek? Because it looks very vivid in the compact.
Yes.
But look at how sheer and creamy it looks on her skin.
They're so buildable. I was reading some of the customer reviews about our blush, and somebody said this blush is a dream come true about this formulation because it's so creamy, it's never going to skip, doesn't look chalky, and this color itself is your ultimate flushed look.
Right.
So think about just, you gently, and you're putting light onto your skin. I want you to think of areas you want to bring forward and highlight. One of those main places right here on the brow. Can you see? I can't look in the camera, so you tell me.
Oh my gosh, you see it immediately. It
and
looks so good.
this is just giving the illusion of a very lifted eye, a very highlighted brow. And I want you to also take it, you can go right above here.
That is part of eyebrow sculpting that you see in some of these magazine shoots where they do, you see the most beautiful brows. They sculpt above and below.
Absolutely. Then I'm going to flip over to my other side, and I'm going to highlight on the cheekbone, and this is the perfect size brush. It's not going to give you too much. Right here, you put your blush right on the apple of your cheek, and you go here, and you can wrap it around.
Oh my gosh.
Is where you want to highlight. And it's lifting. It's giving the illusion of a lift, but it's never going to look cakey. It's not going to look chunky.
Right? And you know what? Look at that. Look at the difference there on her cheekbone and by her eyebrow. You know what? A lot of highlighters are too champagne-y or too goldy or too pinky or too silvery. They're always a too something. This, again, what Bare Minerals does that's different is they make everything look like a version of skin.
Yeah.
Skin but better, skin but perfected. And here you have supreme control because of that dual-ended brush. I've never seen a dual-ended brush like this to really customize your multitasking.
Yeah, exactly. The more precise, the smaller areas, you want pinpoint lighting, pinpoint precision in those areas. You want a little bit more diffused. Pop the cheek right here. Again, the cheekbone. You can even come in right on the Cupid's bow here.
Love it. Bring the lips forward.
So I've only done this one side of her face.
Oh my gosh.
Brightened, lifted, dewy. Gorgeous.
Fresh. And again, $26.48. And you could easily go out into the retail marketplace and
say you were in your 20s and you're using it for preventative. You can just treat, say, right around your eyes. If you want to treat your nasolabial folds, hold it right here. Like Sean said, it takes about 8 weeks to start to see the first signs of improvement, and it just progresses from there.
How long do we hold it there?
3 minutes.
3 minutes, you leave it on the spot,
yes.
And then you move it on. We are all doing it live and in real time right now. It does not hurt. It is gentle. It is non-invasive. It is pain-free. It is something you use 5 days a week. 3 minutes you hold it to your face in each spot. FDA cleared for the full face, not just around the eyes. Pick the fine lines and wrinkles that are really taxing you the most.
It's so soft,
so much lighter.
Shiny,
yes.
It moves, it becomes like liquid silk. It's so pretty.
Yeah, it is. You feel your hair, and I don't know how, but everyone says your hair feels lighter by using the styling cream than when you don't. It's an anti-gravity effect. So
you know what
if
I
you
love
want
about
this
it,
hair,
Trisha,
that's
Maureen Kelly, did you really say that? It is melted lobster butter.
I would love to have some lobster. And in 45 seconds, it sets, and then it's completely waterproof. It is not coming off until you take it off. And now Joy can feel really comfortable that she's putting that in her sensitive eye area.
All wearing the same color. They're all wearing no foundation, and no concealer. The most important thing, and these were both just awarded by New Beauty magazine, the best natural looking concealer, the best natural looking foundation. With this concealer, the trick is a little tiny dot, like a pinhead, is all that you need. And you see the way that she's dabbing it on? You don't rub it on. This is not about thickness. This is about applying it properly, and you get the most natural looking, flawless finish wherever you apply that concealer. You can use it to cover up the severe darkness under the eyes, as Suzette, we saw with Suzette, we can go back to that. Or you can use it the way Joy is using it now, a highlighter. You can narrow the bridge of your...
You have the pink. That's the pink. That's the pink.
Joy
that
has
golden
the
pink. Oh, there's that coral.
So pretty.
That is, you know, that coral is such a pretty color. Even if you like to really play up an intense eye, you know, a smoky eye is really pretty with a soft coral. And that just looks, I think, so fresh for the spring season. So wonderful formulation.
But it creates this moisture on your lips that's amazing. Plus it gives you shine. It's not that kind of dead, dry lipstick. Look at the shine. Look at the amount of color and coverage that you're getting. But Joy, when you felt these, what did she say?
So fine hair, and it's a miracle worker. And by the way, it is customer top rated. So you've got 5 stars across the board over and over again. 70,000 of these have been ordered. We just got it back in. And that's why I always recommend auto delivery.
And of course, minerals in here. So sea minerals. Right. So really just giving you that gorgeous wash of a golden glow. And the Premier, which is the name of the luminizer, is made just for this collection. It's a blush champagne sheen. And what the luminizers are doing are giving smooth, softened appearance to the skin. It's the finest micro pearl, so it just picks up lighting.
One of these in your handbag, it takes up hardly any room, and at the same time, you're getting color. It's not like just having a gloss that doesn't have much color to it. Okay, so
I love when we do
wearing
lips, because I get to see everybody. Hi, girls.
Look at this. Okay, so tell us what Joy has on.
So she is in Lily. This is the peachy coral tone of more of that poppy corals. Really, really gorgeous. You can see, I love orange. An orange lip is actually really hot for this season, but a lot of us can't wear that in the brightness that it has. So you can see that, and then you're her partner, right? Well, yeah, you are.
Yes, Poppy.
Yeah, you're
Oh, I'm opposite.
Yeah. Yeah. So Poppy and Tiger Lily, those two go together. So put your heads together,
And the thing
ladies.
is, you don't have to make a choice. Remember, you're getting all 6 colors.
So this is a duo. You have, again, that peachy coral, or you have that brilliant poppy tone.
Okay, and you get that, and then you also get the next.
For $29 from a premium beauty brand called Bare Minerals. Like, this is a collection and actually a product that they don't even do at retail. They used to, but they brought it back from the vault after retiring it at retail just for us. And the colors are kicking.
Because we're in between seasons, and, you know, you don't want to look like you did the fake bake.
And then the luminizer right here. I like to do a C right around. And this brush is perfect because it's tight, but you can go around the eye area. Let me go over here. Sorry, weird angle. Gorgeous.
Oh, that looks so pretty.
And take this on the eye, too. I did it on my eyes as well, because the luminizer shade is just that blush sheen. So it's a great base color on the lid of the eye.
I love that.
Let's talk age. because there are girls who are in high school, college that want a great lipstick, but I'm in my 50s. You'll have women who are in their 30s, 40s, 60s, 70s, 80s, and as we get older, I find it harder to know what lipstick to use.
Okay, so that's
for your hair. If you want to refresh your hair, if your hair feels dry, needs moisture. The girls, Carrie over here will go spraying from town to town.
Isn't it fabulous
on your face? It's incredible.
Oh my gosh.
Mally, Johnny Laura Geller, to set your makeup. It infuses the makeup, but it's not just like, you know, that old naive backwards water that you sprayed on your face that gives you no benefit. That's just water. This is 25 different extracts, essential oils, and argan oil. So you're infusing that into your skin. You're treating your hair. You're strengthening your hair, you're conditioning it, adding, again, that collagen, plumping it up, fuller, sexier, more voluminous hair.
This has things like organic aloe vera leaf juice, white tea extract, marshmallow, neem, sea buckthorn. By the way, I found out what neem is.
Oh, you did? Isn't it amazing?
Yeah, I had no idea. A friend of mine came in from Vienna, and they get it when they're in Croatia.
You pull that white sheer over your window, you can still see outside, but you can't see as well. You're taking that sheer away from that skin, so now you can see the good skin. Here's what I want you to know. This is supersized. This is a 6-month supply for $35 a month. Think about what you would pay for
wearing a petite length, and she is 5'4". That's right on the cusp of where you can decide whether to do regular or petite, and since they look so nice on her in the petite,
that length pant, I think it's really very smart looking. And if you notice that the sleeveless tank has wonderful details.
For a gift.
No, they're for me.
Well, nicely done.
I love Carol's nightwear, and every time she's on, I buy a few things.
Soft and ready to wear.
I love all your things I've ever bought from you. The fabrics are fabulous, and they wash very nice, and they never shrink, and it's just...
Until we get the weather changes, and it's good to have a wardrobe and something for those nights when things just aren't what they expect to be.
I agree. And look at Joy, because this is the perfect example of what it will look like.